Hey everyone, Chef, Terraformers. If I sound a little different today, I'm on the Yeti instead of my Bayer Dynamic headset. I've had some issues with static noise on it. I'm gonna use the actual fancy equipment for a little bit until I get this new mic in. But we're gonna see if we can't knock out Planet of Science today. So, what's gonna matter for Planet of Science? Silicates matters. Nitrates matter. We're not really getting contributions from any of these, but I feel like it's kind of hard to turn down terraforming when you see it at the start. Getting an oxygen factory up early is nice, getting a CO2 factory up early is nice. Terraforming parameter is just kind of good in general, and although life starts us off with 10 science, I don't see a world where 10 science is the make or break on whether we actually successfully complete Planet of Knowledge or not. So let's give this a try and see how we do. I would really like to have early mine resources, considering we're sitting on a titanium and a nitrate. That's looking really good right now. And while I don't think supply station is that good, silicates boost will be fine, I guess, even though we don't really have anything to grab with it right now. But I'm definitely starting with this titanium first. Let's get that done. We've got a classic 3, 3, and 3 setup here, but one of these is going to need to be science. So it's probably going to be house, house, house. Science, science, university, power, 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 and then like food, greenhouse, food. There's not going to be a lot of leftover space in here. Get some of these going. And honestly, now I'm thinking like, we might not even have food in this place to start at all. This might all just be terraforming stuff down here. So give me one of these and one of these. Get those terraforming parameters started for turn 1. And then next turn, we might just want to drill to be safe, honestly. Because I would really like to get that mine up as soon as possible. As far as project picks, a lab isn't going to make or break us. I think we got to start with basic economy stuff. And basic economy is going to involve power. Power is the most important thing that we could possibly get at this juncture in the game. So let's try and hard focus some tritium and really make sure that we get our initial power sorted. Now that said, could I take a break for a lab? I think I could. And then I'll take another tritium thermal generator. I'm totally fine with that. I would really love to see a hint of tritium so that I could drill it before Thomas leaves. It would let us finish an early ocean project. It would let us build some of these reactors. But I don't currently see one, and that's got me a little bit spooked. I would love the expansion tiles right now. I don't need to use them this turn, though. Next turn I can use them. Or I could just do this. You should not do that. You should do this. So next turn we can build a robot hub. We can set up on the nitrates deposit, we can drill the titanium mine, and we can build a nitrate mine. There's our third power plant, so we probably don't need to take another one of those. And then if you could please give me this nitrates deposit, if you could drill, if you could build a mine, and we'll just kind of get our initial economy set up here a bit. I'll take my exploration satellites happily. I'll take a second lab, I guess. And I really gotta track some tritium down here. So let's do the cheap explorer first. Plus 10 food is fine. We learn nothing from that, which is unlucky. I guess we'll start importing tritium at this point, and we can burn nitrates to do it. And then if we've got a small hint of tritium here, bingo, we can find a large hint of tritium. Okay. So we'll be able to drill that a couple times, and we'll be able to rush some power out. I'm gonna grab... I should grab that hint of water, really. I would be happy to take a -1 support at this point to get some water production on the go. And I think I would also pretty happily take a farm building, even though I have no plans to build it in Cerberus. So explore me... When's my satellite up? 2 turns? Explore me here so I can drill it next turn. And then I'll find time to get that water deposit later. -14, that's fine. I'm not worried about that. And I would love to take a school. I would love to drill tritium. I would love to start building tritium thermal plants. You're looking okay for a city spot. We could get a tritium out of it, a water out of it. We might want to think about that. And then I think I would pretty happily take... This is 20, this is also 20. So it really just comes down to which project do I think is better. Support per turn is good. Support per turn is good. I think you kind of have to go with Tech A there. And then I'm going to let that ride because we're about to have hand size issues. Show me this water. Show me this tritium. I am going to found a city there when I get to 30 food. We just need to find one more cache and then we'll be in good shape. And do I want to throw anything out of my hand? No. So we turn you into science. Do I want to take any of these? I think I probably want to take the robot hub. And then I think I also probably want to drill this tritium to kickstart our power. Because we're not going to have the opportunity to do it that much later. Auntie is always interesting. In-depth survey is not bad. Making bacteria spreaders cheaper is actually kind of like not good. I think I take Auntie here, and I think we're going to upgrade some stuff. I would love to take a launch pad. And I kind of just need to explore a little bit here to find that third cache of food. I will take this water mine. I'm fine eating a -1 support on that. And I think I will also build a second robot hub. Because I want these 2 tiles, and I would like to have another trade route set up here soon. Which we can do in a little bit. But we gotta get this second city off the ground soon. Development center is going to be really nice to pick up. More power is going to be pretty nice to pick up. We're not doing anything else with our tritium right now. So this we kind of have covered. We know what we're going to do over here. Let's try and grab a couple other interesting spots that we might found a city that are also going to let us put these laboratories down finally. Silicate deposit will be nice. If I wait on this, it'll be cheaper. So there's no real need to do that right now. Geothermal spot is nice, although we kind of knew that it would be there. And then I gotta throw something out, huh? Probably should have explored silicates with that turn so I could build the laboratory this turn. I'll get rid of one of the generators. So biggest priority right now is we take a building that costs science and gives us support. That seems pretty good. Biggest priority right now is getting that third food cache so that we can found a city. So it just took me a little while to actually think of what the priority was. I need one more import here, and I will sell you a nitrate to do it. That's going to let us build our tritium thermal power generator. And then after that, I'll probably import one more silicate to build the lab. Oh, we have 2. That's right, of course. Yeah, give me something like this and something like that. Should be able to build plenty of stuff this turn. Take cyanophyta, take another launch pad. You can actually just build this while you're in there. Give me some cheap explorations. There's our food cache, so we can come over here, found our city. Get a little bit of extra support out of that, so it's going to be house. We could say that this is going to be triple food over here, and that'll be okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. And then we need a robot hub for you. This is so far away, but +1 heat this early is really good. But then I also kind of need food. I think I need to take food. And then this is 1 support for every new trade route we create. That's not going to be great. I think I'd rather save up for the development center, given that we're getting 2 food per turn. And then the other thing I can afford to do at this point is upgrade that, and we'll upgrade this. And then we will have a more reliable economy, let's say. More tritium never really hurt anyone. Are you any good? You do have 1 fertile soil patch, but that's not amazing. Although this would be a pretty sick place for a soil factory. But it's going to cost us a ton of support building there. I don't think we can afford it. But I do think I could maybe afford as an extra landing pad, though. Our economy is not really cut out to handle that right now. You know, I think I can wait on this until I build improved spaceflight conditions. If I take the silicates... I think I take the silicates because it lets us build the school this turn. So we can do one of these. We're not going to be able to repair that for a very long time, but we can repair. And then maybe we start working towards a resonance station. Now, you could build a rover exploration center next turn if you wanted to. And that would be kind of good to build like here. I need a robot hub to show up next turn to build in Claritas, and then I want to build a rover exploration center right here. Let's also upgrade a water this turn. I am mindful of the fact that we need to explore a lot more locations over the course of the game, but I just think setting up our economy early is going to be way more important. That's my hunch. Is it right? Eh, who knows. So I could replace you with a hospital. Or I could put a hospital here. And I could put another house here, which I kind of like more. But I think no matter what, I'm just saving for more development centers. And then Anta, you just got to explore a bit. Decent city spot. It's in a crater. It has access to nitrates, water, and tritium. And it's got a silicate mine in it. I think we might end up founding that. I think we will almost certainly end up founding that, in fact. I also think we could probably pivot off of this and just get this taken care of. That's tempting, though. No, you can do it, actually. It's not even tempting. You can just do it. Because that's going to let us build the resonance station next time a resonance station shows up. And then in the meantime, let's prep this city site for founding. I can afford this, right? Yeah, you can afford that. Let's keep building your temp. I can't afford this. I gotta wait. Well, actually, is there a hint of science somewhere? Yes, there is. I should explore this tile next turn so I can build a development center. And then I'm going to need more tile exploration, so let's grab it now and just anticipate that in the future we are going to need to pick up the pace on exploration. It's not a great city. But in a lot of ways it doesn't matter because we got what we came for. We can just take you as well now. We wouldn't mind having you eventually. Support getting a little scary. Here's our robot hub finally, though. Research center is also pretty important at this point. I need a big hint of titanium to build this thing. Doesn't currently exist on the map. So I guess let's make sure that we're nailing support locations. Wow, this place is good. Alright, we'll be founding that as well. This is not going to do much as a city. Like, it doesn't really have great expansion tile options, but as far as stuff on the site goes, it's really good. In fact, just based on the support we'd get out of this thing, we might want to do this one first. How close are you to being done? 11 food? God, it's going to cost all of our food. But it does save us 10 support per turn. And if we don't repair this thing, it's going to cost us 110 support. If there was an event that said spend 11 food to get 110 support, would I take that event? Yeah, I would take that event 100%. So it's going to set us back on founding our second city, which sucks. But I think it's necessary. And then Auntie's gone. We do kind of have a weird trade build showing up right now. And we're miles away from Metropolis, and urban planning is not going to be good. I think Nile is fine here. I think food is necessary here. I think increasing my pop is necessary here. God, I need a hint of titanium so bad, man. Well, is there anything else we can do to get a card out of our hand? Yeah, if you could get to 12 science, you could build a hospital. I would spend 3 power on that. You can't build it there, brother. You can't build it there. I didn't give you any titanium hints either. This sucks. This sucks a lot. I guess in this interim time, just hit support tiles and they'll basically keep you afloat. 10 food is huge. A large hint of titanium is huge. I think maybe we'll be fine, but I'm not happy about it. Whatever, man. Finish a project. Spend some science. Methanogenium I love. Science building. Realistically, you probably can't afford this. You'd have to build 2 buildings this turn. I don't think it's going to happen. Just give it a minute. 6 titanium is massive, actually. Maybe you can do it this turn. That's going to be a house. This can just be whatever. And then we have more space to build. We can grab you and you. And then we do have space to hold you. And you can just go right here. And then, I don't know, maybe we put a hospital there because we need the extra support. We're also closing in on the point where I'm tempted. I'm tempted to do it. Because like a bus station here would be great. Get this. Get this. Were you any good? You're not bad either. There's a lot of good city spots this game. We are out of power. That's true. That's pretty true. I want to take this bus station, I just don't think I can afford to. I think we're going to take more trade stuff, and we're going to get an extra science, because then we can build a hospital next turn. I think we would love to take a soil factory. I have no plans to build a house. You're just going to have to go. Do we have any hints of nitrates that could get us to 22? That would be a large hint of nitrates. No large hint of nitrates, but we do have 2 explorations this turn, so we can do a small hint. And then we can do a small hint that's far away. Like, you'll do fine. And then we can get you up, so it's 6 food per turn. That means 2 turns from now we'll be able to build our next city. I could also just fire off Natural Reserve Initiative at this point. Basically for the hand space and no other reason. Do I want to build a bunch of Secret Service offices? We don't have silicate mines. We're good on power. They provide interesting comfort of living. I think we can afford to do this. I think it's not the most painful event that you can get. This is 30 science. This is 40 science. So I think we're just going to take Technologies B, especially because it gives us extra science. I would love to take this project. Can I? Yes, I can get rid of Mars Net. And I can take Import Tritium. The rest of these can go. Can I find 4 science on the map this turn, or can I find titanium for relatively cheap? No. We're going to have to make a tough decision. I think I'm probably going to get rid of one of the rover exploration centers, honestly. Let's grab stuff that's close. You any good? No. Then you can go. Next turn this finishes, we liberate a lot of our trade routes, which will be nice. Sure. Sure. This is a fine time to take it. We're actually really close to a spaceport. We have 12 tritium right now. So enable you. Destroy you. You can just be a hospital. Let's fix our support. Let's not lose the support. This will be an outstanding spaceport site. Food cache is huge. We're at 13 water. We could conceivably found this city if we wanted to. Do we want to found you before you? No. But we have to because I don't have enough power to remove a rock. So instead you would throw something out here. Get rid of one landing pad. And I think next turn I would rather found here. Would I? Is that true? Would you rather have tritium and an anomaly? I think I would rather have tritium and an anomaly. So yeah, we'll be doing that. Let's get our water project finished. Water's going to take a while to recover to get to that oxygen factory, but a think tank condominium is huge. So we definitely take you. I simply can't afford the rest of those buildings, so they're going to have to go. And now what's important for us to grab here resources-wise? I think titanium. If we get to 4 titanium, we can build a landing pad, and then we start to turn on some of our support synergies that we have. So let's ensure that that happens. You can just come here. And then we have 4 power to play with, which will let us not found that city, but we can do it next turn. It is not a good city. Let's get that out of the way first. It does not have promising expansion options until we get something like a bus station, and then we get silicates. But inside the city itself, people will be happy, and we'll have a number of mines that we can use. So we're just gonna have to make do. I would love another exploration satellite. And I don't think you're very good. So come in here, found a city. I really want to get to that anomaly to get this think tank condominium down. So if I go here, it's going to cost me 6 power. If I go here, it still costs 6 power. If I go here, it doesn't matter where we put it. You just go here. And then with 1 power remaining, I guess we just do City of the Year. And then we need to start thinking about power relatively soon, as we get rid of our animal spreader that we don't need. No. We need this exploration satellite online. That's brutal. take one of you, I guess. We still have hand size issues. I'll take one of you, I guess. I would really like to play this project next turn because oxygen's about to increment. So do I have a science hint that I could grab from somewhere? I do, but they're far. I'm not going to be able to afford them. Do I have a close science hint? I do, actually. We can do this, but it's going to cost us a rock destruction. That's okay. I think that's fine, because it puts us closer to a think tank condominium. And then we also get free Martian bacteria, and now we can do this, an extra 3 support, an extra 2 science, 5 science per turn. Would let you build a research center if you wanted, but I really think terraforming observations needs to exist. So next turn we can just grab any of these scientific interests, and we'll be able to play terraforming observations, get 10 free support out of the oxygen. And then we gotta start thinking about saving up power to build a Secret Service office. I haven't forgotten about it. Thanks to that silicate mine, we're pretty fine on just raw silicate income. But we do still want to make sure that we just don't, like, forget to finish that project. Now, what do we need right now? Tritium would let us build a spaceport. But also we gotta get this tile claimed, which actually pulls me towards, like, a train station, which means we need power. Why don't you grab this, and then we'll satellite that. And we just have a random empty hex here. We could put like a bacteria spreader there. We're not going to have the power for black sand dunes, so it doesn't really matter if we grab those. Yeah, just get ready to build a bacteria spreader, I guess. Okay, great. We 100% need power boost right now. It's not even negotiable. And that's huge. I kind of need to explore with you, though. Alright, our power woes should be improving now. What else do you need? You still need more power. Would you pay 6 for that? I would not pay 6 for that, no. Well then, honestly, just grab something cheap that's nearby. And then maybe spend a little science on like a research center. Yeah, I could be talked into that. Huge. Kinda huge. Build our Secret Service office. We didn't forget. We're gonna put you like here temporarily. And now we need to grab a couple more silicates. Because I didn't expect to see the resin station, to be honest with you. We could drone hub here. But we're miles away from a spaceport. I mean, no matter what, you're gonna be a house eventually, so just put a drone hub there, and then, like, it won't matter if you change it to an actual house later. Grab that tile. I would rather not spend 6 titanium on it right now. I'm just going to let that ride. And then I need to throw something out, huh? And you're not going to build this guy. You're just going to wait for the spaceport. $10 power is really tempting right now. I think you kind of have to take that. A dock is interesting. An entertainment center is not super interesting. We can't really afford to innovate because we need to keep exploring. I think we need to grab these silicates. Get this mine up. Get this tritium. Getting close to a spaceport now. We'll be at 11 and 14 next turn. If we take 1 turn off, we can get it. So next turn, spaceport here. Then we really need to finish these mines, and then we've got 2 free exports that we can use to import science to just start building science projects, or really like anything else that we need. You're all getting binned, though. I'm sorry. Honestly, an applied science center, we might just want to get down like now, because the faster we see projects, then the faster we can spend science on them. A titanium asteroid. Do I have enough space for that right now? I do. I do have space for that right now. Interesting. I need power and titanium for those. I have no power right now. That's going to make it difficult to finish an asteroid project, huh? No, you know what? I think I would turn 24 resources into 40 resources. Now that I think about it. So give me something like this. We're going to have to explore titanium a little bit just to keep that project running. We do have basically a free Martia sitting here as well. Actually, what if we do this? I want to build that Martia next turn, just to continue putting pressure on support. And I can't prospect this turn, so I would need a drone hub. But we could drone hub somewhere in here. Put it here, eventually it's going to be a house. Spend 5 science to convert to silicates. Hey, polar ice caps melt in 21 turns. And we don't even know where they are. So, yeah, convert it to silicates. Because then we'll have enough power to build a Secret Service office as well. And then grab this in case you see a good anomaly. Grab this, because like eventually you have drone synergies. Enable you. Build a Martia in a city that gets radiated, like here. Satellite a large hint of titanium if you can find one. Looking like small hints only, so grab the one that also comes with power. And then reorient yourself on these. 3 turns we need to be able to build a Secret Service office. We'll be fine. We can actually do it next turn. Unless I were to, you know, explore for random resources and to keep our Planet of Knowledge goal moving. Oops. And then I gotta throw something out, huh? I really want to keep that quantum data center on hand. An Android hub would go really well here when we found this city. A train station would go really well here to reach out into that nitrate deposit. Maybe also grab this aquifer because this was a bad city spot. That said, I feel like the train station is kind of the weak link right now. Well, no, because you're 4 expansion tiles, you're only 3. But you're robots. Man, honestly, forget these delivery drones. Get them out of here. Water project seems kind of sick right now, and I like a think tank condominium. It gives you science, it does everything you need it to do. So sue me. You have anything you can do with this expansion tile? You could get a geothermal spot. Is that good? -1 to get 2 power. I think I take that trade. We need to satellite titanium for sure. I'm chilling. And then just grab stuff close. I don't want to spend too much power right now. Because I want to finish this project. And when we finish this project, all hell breaks loose. Because we build the geothermal power spot, we finish both these mines. It's going to be a little tight resource-wise for a little bit, but we're gonna come out stronger on the other end. Sure. Who cares? Yeah. And I don't think I can really hold anything else. So we need to explore titanium, which we can do. A rover museum is going to be pretty nice, but now we have to throw 2 things out. I would. And honestly, I would. I don't know when I'm getting around to doing that. I know it synergizes really well with a bunch of other stuff we have going on, but I just don't have a timeline for it, basically. And I can afford to do this one time. I just need to be really careful to save up power for the Mafia event. Do I have another place to put farms right now? It's not there. It's not here. Are we doing farms here? We could. We could set up another farm array here, but I think I'd rather just do a think tank condominium next turn. Right here. So you could be science instead? Right, we're gonna need titanium again. There's a large hint over here, just grab that. And then I want a cheap exploration. Like a 2 is perfect. More Martian bacteria is fine. It's giving us a little support, even though they're going to die as soon as the oxygen parameter increases a little further. So this is done next turn. I think I would rather... God, everything costs titanium. But you're going to have the asteroid, though. So like, it doesn't really matter. I think you do that. You're only at 17 waters. You can't really afford that. That's a little sketchy. You have a house in hand already. I think we turn all these into science. And I think we just wait one turn to maybe get a bacteria spreader down. Because there's a titanium plus scientific interest there, and we have a satellite up. Yeah. Power, titanium, or tritium production. This is 50 science worth of projects, though. I think you kind of have to do that. I'll come and look at you later. I'm a little busy right now. Give me my 40 titanium, please. And then build this Secret Service office. Sure. Not enough resources? What do you mean? Oh, I'm short 1 power. Can I have a hint of power, please? I failed to count appropriately? Yes, you can. And it gets you your titanium. Alright, make sure that doesn't happen again. Because that would be bad. Power, titanium, or tritium. I think we just send it. Because we increase all of these pretty regularly. So you go. You're gonna go when I have power. Because I don't think I can place... Well, I could put you here. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. And then we're saving up power to build these mines. That's next big thing. I think I'm probably just gonna have to innovate this turn for science. Like a university would be nice here if we want to up our science production. And then that just costs us science. We could also put down a rover exploration center finally. Just start grabbing extra tiles, which will be good. And then we need to throw something out, and everything in our hand costs science. Or gives us science. We need to build a development center soon. Oh, man. Like, you would make a pretty good university. Whatever, get rid of the train station. Find another one. This would be a sick university spot. I think I'm gonna do it. And then just blitz this water project. It'll give us 10 science when it finishes. I'll come back and look at you in a bit. I have some other things to take care of first. The biggest thing we need right now is 1 silicate. So where can I get 1 silicate on the cheap? I think that might be pretty good. Then we come down here, bulldoze you come here. We'll be looking at like a quantum data center here next, or here. We could spend on our research center. which is never quite where I need to be on power, so let's fix it. I can still research a project, of course. Give me a bus station. Give me a laboratory. Because I have the university now, and I want to spend. Oxygen boost is nice. Big city talents is probably never going to trigger, and life forms I haven't really done. So we'll go with the oxygen boost. Oh, you know what else? The Rover Museum is a science-producing building. So build your mine first, right? Get that done. Because now you have a free import. You can also just finish that project this turn. Your free import obviously should be power, because you're constantly short on it. You should also explore for silicates, because you want to get this quantum data center down. But in the interim, I'll just take 2 science, please, if you don't mind. And then I can still research a project. Food is nice. I did say that I was thinking about putting food in here somewhere, but it looks like that opportunity has passed us by. Should maybe think about founding another city. Grab you. In the rest. I would love to take that Android hub, it's just the time isn't right for it. And then I have 0 power. So why don't we grab a life form? Why don't we get seagrass? Maybe? We can put you here. I don't know where we're going to spread plants at this point, but at least we've got you down. Hospital, Android Hub, Quantum Data Center. This is a science building, so we take that. This is a science building, we take that. This is a terraforming building. It feels like we're late to the terraforming party, but we do get oxygen boost, so maybe it's not that bad, and now we should be able to spread seagrass. There you go. We can explore. There you go. We can find the poles. This doesn't really matter right now, but we could. And we can also put down a bacteria spreader if we had such a thing as an empty tile, which we could make with a bus station. We can also build you. There's no room here for a bus station is the only problem. Oh, also we need silicate soon. The next wave of the Martian Mafia is coming up. So let's grab you. And then let's grab you. And next turn, we're going to need to do that. I think it's more likely that I will be doing a city building construction than a robot. So let's get that done. And then I need to throw out 2. There's no space for you. I'm going to go with the Rover Museum in this last spot instead. And if I'm going to found a new city, I guess technically there's no room for you. We'll just let plants do it instead. We'll get our tritium on the go as well here. Cacti or Atlantic herring? I'll take herring. That could be support. I'll take another satellite. I'll take a development center, because I can build a development center this turn. Like, you can just go here. And then we can just hold more cards, which is nice. I don't have the titanium import to support that project. I don't have the nitrates to support a biogenerator. You're a science building, though. Next turn, we can found a new city, and we're going to have to build, like, quad farm here just to spend down these cultured meat labs. And as far as a bus station goes, probably here to get silicates. Wow, that's a nice city spot, too. So we can get the sandstone instead. Alright, next turn, you. Not enough titanium? That's fine. Give me something like that. And then you can still perform an action, huh? Do I have anywhere I can explore for 3? I do. I'll think about you later. So for sure, bus station. That lets you grab this, and it lets you grab this. And then for sure found a city. And then for sure, I would love power, because I want to destroy one of those rocks. Like you. And then for sure you. Get our food production up, because food production makes people happy. You're not going to be able to do anything, so just import a life form. Coral reef is fine. You can still research a project, of course. What matters? Science production? I would say science production matters. Look at your bar, man. Your bar is scary. I think you gotta start importing science. Realistically. Because, like, do the math. You need to spend 700 science, and you have 20 turns to do it? I'm pulling a calculator up. I need, like, 35 science per turn? Yeah, I need to be making 35 science per turn, and I'm making 9. So we're going to have a massive science deficit here unless we scale that to the moon. And then you are going off in 3 turns. But that should be okay. Maybe. I don't know. We'll work it out. Prioritize your science production. And then maybe this will be good. And maybe a decel facility will be good. You never know. I would love to satellite a titanium so I could build this silicon. I would love to put down a second synthetic meat factory. I would love to know where the pole is. I would love to make a sandstone, I think. Just give me the support. And then I still have an exploration. I'm not going to be able to explore. 1 temp, 1 rainfall. Yeah, we could do that. Next turn, I'll be at 6 silicate. I can explore to make it 8. Like, that'll be 4 power. I can build the thing next turn. I didn't exactly do the math, but I think I got close on the math. No, that'll put you at 7. You've done the math wrong. And he's gonna steal my silicates and nitrates? It's not the end of the world if he does, honestly. Because this will put you at 7 power and you need 8 to build the thing. And there's not a closer hint. No, that's looking like a negative Ghost Rider. There is not a closer hint. Alright, well if you're going to lose all your nitrates and your silicates next turn, what do you care about instead? Titanium to keep your projects running, probably. Good answer. Some would say great answer. Give me a little bit more science. Give me just a random +7 support boost that also spends science. Should probably start saving up for this large aquifer. Any of these matter? You don't have the economy to build a quantum data center, but like I guess you have to take it. And then I guess trade routes aren't bad. You do have 3 tritium per turn coming in. And maybe like a hydroponic farm isn't the end of the world. You don't have enough to support that. You do have enough to support that, though. Yeah, that's fine. The Mafia took all my stuff. Sure. What can you do? But, like, look at these projects, man. So I can replace you to get +3 comfort of living across all my cities, which is kind of nice. Both of those projects finish next turn. I would really love to just have a little extra science. Do we have like a big science hint anywhere on the map? No, it's just a lot of little science hints. A lot of silicate hints too, though. Although, I do like titanium. And then we're down to 1 power. Sure, I'll take plankton. We're not gonna be at 3 rainfall anytime soon, let's be honest. You're gone. I have no plans for you, unfortunately. And I would love to build you, but I have no nitrates. I would love to build you. Well, you know what? Actually, I can. I can take you. I can throw you out, and I don't need you. And then I can just build another cultured meat lab in Blue Crater. What do we have a surplus of? Literally nothing. Our economy sucks. What do you want? 2, 3. You could build that next turn. You could bin 4 water for it, I guess. And then give me like an extra science and pitch a food. Food is approaching being our dump stat, which is kind of nice. But unfortunately, we're going to lose the game in like 3 turns. Enable. Take you. If we could flood the planet, maybe, but it's too far off. Take one of you. It's support. You have to imagine it matters. This is support. Oh, I can't. I need more houses, of course. You need more houses, of course. No, think. Is there a way out of this? It would take happiness spots. So, try and focus on happiness spots. If there's a way out, I don't know what it is. Free export, free import. We're actually so close. I actually think I can get it. I can get it. Okay, actually, maybe it's not as dire as I thought. I can breach this aquifer and we can flood the planet next turn. That'll buy us like 1 more turn before we die. But, like, who knows what you could do with 1 more turn. Kelp forest, sure. The water is like the only thing we have right now. So we kind of have to prioritize it. You're a science building. Enable you. Extract you. And then we can spread bacteria. Plankton, you have to imagine, is going to be kind of nice for us. Just going to get some of those oxygen parameters going. Heat increases in 5. I don't think we're making it 5 turns. But maybe we are. And then how close are we on you? They're gonna loot 2 more times. I need to build this house. We need population in these. Like, here is so much support. We need to get that down next turn. So let's do this. We'll go to 10. 4, 5, 8. Dump water. Dump food. Import science. Realistically, we can't really build any of this. Our economy is in other places on that one. 25 silicates, though? That's pretty sick. A satellite is pretty sick. 3 trade routes would be pretty sick if my projects weren't full. That's free and contributes to, you know, the overall theme of the run. So we've accomplished our goal of building one of you. 13 support. We have also accomplished our goal of building one of you, and we're just going to overwrite to place something else that people like, realistically, because we need that 2 support per turn. We can expand you to rich soil to maybe make like an egg complex to get more food. Like if we satellite you, that should be enough to set you up. And then I guess we just like never stop building houses. That's the plan now. Just build houses until the end of time. Build 1 more Secret Service office. Anywhere here that you want. It could work, you don't know. I need more titanium. So you can do something like that. Isabella, I think you've done fine. I don't know how much you're going to be able to contribute going forwards, though. Hong Tao is going to be so much better here, because we're not really done expanding yet. Get rid of you. I need to satellite titanium. Because I need to finish that project. Titanium. Titanium. This also gets us more food. We could also get greedy and build a city mine for silicates. It's going to make our lives easier on this one, so I think I kind of have to go for it. And then we have enough for 3 power. We could do 1 cheeky exploration. You need so much more science production. It's not even funny. Where are you going to get it? I don't know. But I guess I'll take like 6 free science, now that you mention it. That's pretty good. So I guess just turn that into a development center. Trade routes aren't assigned? How dare you? How dare you accuse me of such a thing? I do think we kind of just die this turn, though. I don't know where we're going to find 80 support. Especially since we only have 1 exploration up. If we could... No, we can't. You're crazy. You can't get to 50. It can't be done. Oh, I think that's probably going to be that one wrapped up. That feels like an earlier loss than we normally take. Yeah, you can't even build any buildings now because you... turned everything into science when you probably could have taken a house. A house? Okay, hang on. That might have actually mattered. This is also kind of good. Now that I look at this hand, I actually don't know what I was thinking skipping it. Where do houses go? That house wouldn't be that bad here. No, it doesn't save you. You still die. Alright, well, fair enough. It feels like an earlier loss than we're used to, honestly. And I'm not exactly sure where it went wrong, except for maybe just getting a little too distracted and never really solidifying our economy. Like, +1 water, +1 nitrates, +2 silicates, +1 titanium. Does not seem like a great foundation to build the rest of your run off of. But, yeah, unfortunately, that's where we're going to have to call that one. Not my finest showing in Terraformers, if we're being honest, but that's okay. We're up in the high difficulties. Nobody's perfect. We'll work this kind of stuff out. Next time is going to be another crack at Impossible Expansionist rather than play at your own risk. So maybe 1 minor step down in difficulty will do us a couple favors, and then we really just have 4 more to go. Red Path, Blue Path, Planet of Knowledge, and Expansionist. So I will catch you guys around for that. Hope you're having a good day, and I'll see you next time. Take care.